In the town of Bethesda, near the Sheep Gate, lay a pool surrounded by 5 covered colonnades. Here, a great number of disabled people used to lie, the blind, the lame, the paralyzed, waiting for the waters to be stirred. According to tradition, an angel would come down and stir the waters, and the first person to enter the pool after this event would be healed of whatever disease they had. Among these people was a man named Levi who had been paralyzed for 38 years. Levi had lost hope long ago, watching as others managed to enter the pool before him, never receiving his chance at healing. He spent his days by the pool, feeling forgotten and resigned to his fate. One day, as Levi lay on his mat, he noticed a commotion nearby. People were talking about Jesus of Nazareth, a healer and teacher who had performed many miracles. Levi listened intently, curiosity and a faint glimmer of hope stirring in his heart. As Jesus approached the pool, he saw Levi lying there and knew that he had been in this condition for a long time. Jesus walked over to him and asked, "Do you want to be made well?" Levi looked up at Jesus, astonished that someone was speaking directly to him. "Sir," he replied, "I have no one to help me into the pool when the water is stirred. While I am trying to get in, someone else goes down ahead of me." Jesus looked at him with deep compassion and said, "Rise, take up your mat and walk." At Jesus' words, strength surged into Levi's legs. For the first time in 38 years, he felt his muscles respond. With a mixture of disbelief and joy, he stood up, picked up his mat, and began to walk. The people around the pool were amazed, and word quickly spread that Jesus had performed yet another miracle. Levi, overwhelmed with gratitude, followed Jesus. As they walked together, Levi asked, "Lord, how did this happen? I have waited so long and seen so many others healed. Why now?" Jesus smiled at him and said, "Levi, it is not the pool that heals, but the presence of God. My presence heals. Your faith has brought you here, and it is your faith that has made you well. Go now and live your life in gratitude and service to others." Levi's heart was filled with joy and a sense of purpose. He returned to his community, not just as a man healed of physical paralysis, but as a witness to the power of Jesus' presence. He shared his story with everyone he met, speaking of the transformative encounter that had given him a new life. Years later, Levi became known as a man of great faith and compassion. He dedicated his life to helping others, particularly those who were sick or suffering. He often recounted his story, saying, "It was not the waters of Bethesda that healed me, but the presence of Jesus. In his presence there is healing and wholeness for all who believe." And so, the story of Levi and Jesus spread throughout the region, bringing hope and faith to countless people. It reminded them that in the presence of Jesus there is healing for the body, mind, and spirit. His presence heals, bringing restoration and new life to all who seek him.